Cinema is deeply rooted in the social history of Egypt. From the first time films were shown in 1896, Alexandria, down to latest Eid movie. The most important cinematic event during 2014 in the artistic field is the Cairo International Film after the absence of 2 years. For more details and for more honor and for a special evening on Nile TV when we are on New Year's Eve and celebrating this special event, we have with us today, and we're honored to have with us Dr. Samir Gharib, famous writer and critique. Dr. Samir Gharib, we welcome you on our show.
Okay.
And we're very happy and pleasure to have you with us today.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much.
Dr. Samir, thank you very much for being with us today on Nile International. If we can speak about the film festival, the Cairo International Film Festival, and its absence after 2 years, how do you see or how do you evaluate the festival in its episode this year, in 2014?
In general, I appreciate the whole team behind this festival who could renew this festival after 2 years.
Introduced began after 2 years of absence
in the international scene. So they did a big effort and they tried their best to attract people again, gathering again around this very important festival.
Yes.
But we need a lot of efforts for the future, because to cut annual festival for 2 years, it is not easy. And to restart after 2 years, it is not easy. So this is a first step after this 2 years, and I hope that they could organize this festival in every year, in regular form.
Be consistent in the
and to continue,
yes,
and to upgrade the festival from inside and from outside also. Means outside in the level of contact with international cinema,
yes,
and other international film festivals, and the stars of cinema in the world, and inside, because Egypt and Cairo has everything to make any festival, any culture or artistic festival succeed and in a good international level. But we have to organize the event in a very well order, and we have to prepare all the elements to have a good international event.
yes.
And we can, of course.
But is there something that you did not like about the International Film Festival this year?
Excuse me?
Is there something that you did not like about the festival this year?
I cannot speak about what I don't like about the festival, but in general, we have a problem in organization. In general. So we have a problem with the time. Egyptians are famous in this. So to respect time and to prepare a good schedule and to keep this schedule and to realize the schedule as we prepared, as we planned.
Yes.
This is the problem. So it is easy to avoid some such mistakes. It is easy, but why we did it? This is something. It means something. I don't like to say genetic, but something easy to do in Egypt.
Yes.
Dr. Samir Gharib, as a critique, what is the films that mostly you admired during the festival?
This festival.
Yeah. The one that took place in 2014.
It is also difficult to speak about this.
There was not one that especially pulled your attention and you felt that it was special?
I don't think so. No, it is
okay, but Samir, could you tell us more about I understand you're a writer. What do you specialize in your hard critique? Can you please define hard critique, the meaning, and could you please tell me what you specialize in writing?
Well, art critic means I'm writing about fine arts and the plastic arts or plastic arts. But I'm writing about culture in general, about cultural subjects in general and events. But my specialty is to write about plastic arts, painting, sculpture, photography, and so on.
Did you write about anything in the Egyptian culture?
Of course, I'm writing. This is.
What did you write about in the Egyptian culture?
You have to read what I write.
So, Dr. Samir, as an artist,
I have now more than 30 years as a writer. So I write about everything in the Egyptian culture.
Yes, so how would you see the current situation in Egypt?
I know what you write, but I wanted the viewers to know what you write.
So what about the cultural arena here in Egypt nowadays? How would you see it and how do you see the future of art? And of course, being an artist, you have an eye of an artist for the future of art and culture here in Egypt in 2015. How do you see it?
It is a good question because nowadays we have, in my point of view, we have a problem in the cultural level. Also, we have a problem in the level of creation. So, I think we have to study the cultural situation in Egypt.
Yes.
And we have to enforce the level of creations in all fields of culture, all fields, and we have to encourage young creators in all fields also, and we have to discover real good talents, and the state has to do a big efforts with these new talents or young talents in all culture, in all fields of creation, not only in arts, but in cinema, in theater, in music. For example, I don't hear about the new talents in classical music. For example, we have Academy of Arts and we have a conservatoire, and we have a good professor there. But what about the new composers?
We need to be generating new composers and
who are the new composers?
Yes.
But from your own point of view, Dr. Samir, how can we encourage these talents here in Egypt?
Through a lot of channels. Competitions is one of channels to encourage, but also the education, artistic education is very important. And education is not, artistic education is not the education in Academy of Arts. This is the final step of art education. But from the school, from preparatory school, we have to, we miss the art lessons as we had in my generation and before me in the schools, in preparatory school and the secondary schools, for example. So, Ministry of Education has a big duty to return back the art in the education.
In schools again.
In schools.
And
from the beginning of the school life. This is a real trip to discover a talent and artistic talent. To discover this, we have to look among children, and we have to